Gary!
Seinfuck.
I was perusing as you do. You peruse every so often the timeline. And upon perusing, I isolated a single image because Amazon reviews always have the potential to be hysterical. Well, this was an Amazon review for a Clone-a-willy. Are you guys familiar with the product? On Amazon.
Wait, you can buy Clone-a-willies on Amazon?
I have tried to get a pocket pussy on Amazon.
Yes.
Let me tell you, it is not as easy as it sounds. Not as easy as it sounds.
It's not on Prime.
I'm sorry, yeah. So there's a Clone-a-willy review, and it said something to the effect of, I knew that bitch was lying to me when she said, oh, it's so big, I'm choking on it, daddy. So I bought this. And I cloned my dick, and I ain't gonna lie, I sucked on it, and that bitch is lying.
That is... Wait, so that arises two options. Either he's big and she's, sucks, or he's just really good at it. Like, he runs circles around
Robert
her.
hasn't even considered he might have a small penis. That's what a good guy he is. He was just like, no, this can't be right. My king can't possibly have a small dick.
No,
So-
he's just got to do
Exactly.
the throat coat, obviously.
he
Yeah,
suck a
listen,
mean dick.
Actually, you know what? I know this is... Do you have more to add to the Make-a-Willy?
No, I am terrified to clone my willy and find out it's small though. You know?
Wait, no.
Because I feel like that's a perspective thing.
Is it a perspective thing, or is it just like when you're like hard, you don't have like the mental capacity to be like, oh, it's smaller or big? I'm just saying, if it's hard,
I think there's
you
levels to
should
it.
know if your dick is small or not. That is just saying, you shouldn't need
Sure.
a third
No, there's
party
levels to it.
service
Oh my God.
to find out whether you have a
Yeah.
small dick.
No, I agree. Like, you can use a ruler. Everyone can use a ruler, presumably. I haven't done it in a long time because I was a teenager. But
Yeah, no one
I feel
does that
like-
as a grown man. If you do, I'm sorry.
right,
No.
that's a security problem.
Or it's a fetish.
I think that your dick does get longer if you are more aroused. Your maximum increases proportionate.
No, he's right. No, Malcolm, don't laugh at that. He's right. There have been times.
Let him cook.
You're too nice of a guy, Robert. You're
Times
too nice.
where I'm just like, what the fuck am I working with? And other times where I'm just like, God damn.
Oh yeah.
That sounds so much worse.
Yeah.
I love how he
It sounds way
totally
worse,
did.
yeah.
Like,
When the-
wait,
yeah.
hold up, he's cooking.
When
Let him cook.
Yeah.
I'm right. I know I'm right.
No.
So like, I think that you would have to measure at that moment to get the real size of it.
Just, you're searching your favorite material, you're around actual women. That's the key.
Well, hold on, Robert. That's not necessary.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, hold on.
Actual women. I keep cutting off Malcolm. I feel so bad. Malcolm.
Yeah, listen, I have a joke that will make you gag, all right?
Doubt it.
Yeah.
Well, I have this Clone-a-willy, luckily, Malcolm, and we'll find out exactly what makes you choke.
Listen, I've been doing so many Clone-a-willies. I've got so many fans asking me for...
This is a big problem, by the way. We get your mail, everybody, and Malcolm has received 3 Clone-a-willies this week.
Mm-hmm.
He cannot keep doing this.
No.
First of all, the hot wax is starting to burn his member because he hasn't figured out how to do it right.
Yeah, the whole top layer of
second
skin
of all-
has been sheared off, unfortunately.
Well, it's like paraffin wax.
It's all cartilage down there now.
Oh, that's just
That's
horrible.
brutal,
rank.
dude. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's bad.
That's
I regret
brutal.
saying that.
Did you say that's rank? That's rank.
Yes, that's rank.
It's rank, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It's pretty rancid.
I'll give you that.
Please stop sending Clone-a-willies to Malcolm.
Please stop sending Clone-a-willies to
Please.
Malcolm. Be little good boys and girls and stop doing it.
My God.
Malcolm and Harper are like, where's this podcast going?
Yeah, I was going to say, this is not the podcast Malcolm wanted to record today.
Oh, no. It is. This is what we do. Because we're not talking about what we usually talk about.
Come?
Yes, exactly.
It's everybody's favorite cum-based podcast. I wanted to talk about the Stanley Cup business.
Welcome everybody to Seinfuck.
Not the hockey trophy, all right? Just make this perfectly clear.
Not the hockey trophy. Then what
I've
Stanley
heard of
Cup are you
this.
talking about?
I've heard that.
There is a brand of cup manufactured by Stanley. That's used for coffee and drinks,
Oh,
etc.
like the Stanley thermoses. Okay.
The Stanley thermoses. They make a cup in collaboration with Starbucks now. It has become a sort of white girl status symbol.
I thought that was is it the Hydro Flask kind of deal?
It's just a Stanley coffee cup with a handle and everything. Flips open to a straw.
Sure,
that kind of deal,
sure.
right? This has become a hot commodity for a reason that I am frankly unable to discern. It is just a cup. In any sense of it. This one is pink, and that's apparently why it's sold out so quickly. But it's a collaboration cup between Stanley and Starbucks, and this is the epitome of buying crap with a label on it.
There's whole ass articles about this.
It's a big deal. People are getting fights over them. People are selling them on eBay for hundreds of dollars.
What is the Stanley Cup craze explained? What the fuck?
I wish someone would explain it to me. This is not that high quality of a cup, and I've seen people print out a Stanley Cup label and use glue dots around an off-brand knockoff to make it appear as though they've had a Stanley Cup.
Is this like the people putting in like they cut like wired earbuds and put them in their ear to pretend they
make it look
got
like they have
AirPods?
Yeah. It's exactly like that. And I don't understand the hype or the appeal. It is just a cup, and it's not even a very good one. White women have done it again. And they've inflated the value of something that ostensibly should be used by the working class beyond all price.
Yeah, I will say the only people who should probably be rocking Stanley Cups are people who show up to the job site at 5 a.m. and work on like wiring or pipes for 12 hours a day. I think that's probably the target market.
Sasha, please insert the shame sound here. Shame on you, white women.
Yes.
You've done it again.
By Hannah Waddingham in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hannah
Waddingham.
That's what I said. Say what?
The name.
Say the name.
The name.
Say the name, Harper.
Say the name.
Say the name, Harper.
Say the name.
Say the Say the
Hannah Waddingham.
There you go.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
My mouth rebels against creating the shapes in my tongue to say that name. I want to say Hannah Waddingham.
Hannah Waddingham, is that like the fat version of Hannah Waddingham?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now accepting applications for the role of Hannah Waddingham in my personal movie.
This is his portfolio. His agent is already putting out feelers.
What do you think is the worst thing they could put on the Las Vegas Sphere and get away with?
Butthole.
And get
Get away. Everyone's gonna look at the Las Vegas Sphere and say that's a butthole.
No, you
sphere.
put it on there so it's like big enough that it's like just the sphincter, so it looks like almost artsy.
This is not artsy. This is a butthole on a sphere.
Yes, but everyone knows it, but they can't. No one can say it out loud.
You're twacked.
I know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm digging my hole. Let me
a butthole. He's at the table. He's in a big conference full of people in suits. What do we put on the sphere? He stands up. He's just like, a butthole. Everyone's telling him to shut the hell up. What do you think, Malcolm? What could you put on there and get away with?
That's good because like I was trying to remember the name of that movie in which you know what it is? The Basic Instinct, but it's like her Sharon Stone doing like the crossing
the cross legs thing.
That would be naughty.
But then it stops just as she crosses her legs, and it's a slow zoom in for like 2 minutes. Yeah, it's something John Williams has come out of retirement just to make the music for that.
You know what I would put in there? I would put one of those procedures where the doctor shoves a camera up your butthole.
A colonoscopy?
Yeah.
Yeah. A colonoscopy is the. Is that the?
I thought that was the whole camera up the butt.
They also go up your ass for that.
Camera up the butt. You know, just the footage from that. Put it on the sphere.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Would it be your footage? Would it be footage from your asshole or someone else's?
I'm not picky. I think at that point,
that
it's all
would
the
be
same.
funny. Some guy like shoots his or displays his colonoscopy results on the what is it called? The globe, the orb,
the sphere.
The
sphere. Thank you. Displays.
It should have been called the orb. I think the orb would have been a better title.
It would be more
the orb
ominous,
is a much more arcade name. Yeah,
because the sphere, it's barely a sphere as it is, but
it like digs into the ground, doesn't it? I mean,
like the orb, like I expect at the end of the orb's existence that it would just kind of float up and then just sort of disappear. It was never there.
Does. You look pretty silly right now.
I guess it could. I guess the sphere could fly.
No,
and the Roomba could start driving away to clean up the local architecture as well. You seen that stadium?
No.
What?
The Las Vegas football team, the newly acquired Raiders, play in a stadium that looks exactly like a Roomba.
Oh, really?
Really?
I thought
Go look it up.
I thought Roomba was like bought the naming rights to the stadium. And it's
The
like
Roomba Stadium.
That would be something.
That would be something. I mean, for fuck's sake,
The Roomba Stadium.
my stadium is literally called Petco Park after
Petco Park's
the
not bad,
Petco store.
My favorite is that the Charlotte Hornets, not the Charlotte Hornets, the New Orleans Pelicans, they play in a stadium called the Smoothie King Center.
I keep forgetting the Pelicans are a real team. I always think that they're like a minor league team for some reason because it doesn't seem like the Pelicans should be real.
Oh my God, you're right. It does look like a Roomba. It like legit does.
That's where the Raiders play now. Not a serious football team.
No, I mean, they moved how many times in the last 20 years? It's never going to be a serious football team.
Yeah, it really does. For anyone listening, like the Allegiant Stadium really, really does look like a Roomba. It's crazy.
Google it.
Like
it's
an
crazy.
off-brand Roomba, not even a name brand Roomba.
It's the Roomba you buy from Wish.com.
You won a bid on for some reason. Because
Yeah,
that's solely
yeah.
something you bid on rather than you just
Wish.com
buy.
is
Yeah.
finally paying dividends.
Exactly. Like it's the Roomba that your mom bought you when she saw it in like the
When she
how,
went
like,
to your dirty ass apartment and started judging you.
well,
Thank you for ordering. Here is your Roomba.
no, I was gonna say it's like there's the line at like Ross where sometimes there's just like random things before you get to the counter. It's like that's where it was. It was just like there was a stack of them.
as seen on TV shit.
Oh man, have you been to an as seen on TV store recently? Because those stores still exist.
They still exist?
I've been to Walgreens where they have like an as seen on TV.
Yeah, the section.
aisle.
I've only ever seen the section. I didn't know there was a whole fucking store.
Yeah, there's whole stores in most malls that have them now, and which is really weird because like there are all these products where you're like bizarre. Like you're like, who is this for? There's a whole website now where you can like just order it online, so it's really, I guess, as seen on your TikTok feed. But my favorite is they've got things like I'm just on their website, just like quickly perusing, and like they've got like things like light up shoelaces, which is like like literal shoelaces.
That's kind of tight. I think we should aspire, frankly, to have more useless neon in our everyday items. The closer we are to Blade Runner, the better.
I was about to say Harper's praying for that cyberpunk dystopia.
We are already there, brother.
Yeah, we just
Look
don't have
around
the
you.
neon to the sufficient amount of neon
We
that
don't.
you want.
We don't. Until my jacket is lined in neon lights, I am not living in the cyberpunk future.
That's true. That's true.
I can acknowledge it all I want, all right? The surveillance state, the corporate ownership, the illicit drug use, the body modifications. It's all there except
The neon.
the neon lining and
That's
all of
true.
your clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is fair. Well, I think one of my favorites is on the As Seen on TV website. One of the best sellers is just Flex Tape. Flex Tape is their best seller.
I mean, it's a useful product.
Yeah, Flex Tape. There's also a product called Potato Express, the microwave potato cooker.
But you could just put a potato in a microwave.
There's also Socket Shelf, which is that if you were like going like, oh man, I have this socket and I need, imagine if I could put a shelf on it. That's what the product is.
What?
Oh man, I have a socket. I need a shelf.
Yeah, Socket Shelf is the incredible new wall outlet expander that adds a shelf to any outlet for free or for clutter-free counters. And
Wait,
also,
but it's a socket though. Isn't that like fucking dangerous?
it is. Yeah, no, it is. And it like my love is that all
Yes, it is.
all the photos for this socket are all like either in bathrooms or by like bathtubs.
Wow, I got a toaster for my new socket shelf. Can't wait to have bagels in the bath.
Honestly, it does sound nice.
It does actually.
I'm putting a photo of my ex on my socket shelf as I've dropped so I can look at her as I drop the toaster into the bathtub that I'm in.
Oh no.
Would that not be a fucking a genius advertisement for a toaster that doesn't use electricity somehow, though? Someone's in the bathtub. He's just like, I can finally have my toast. And he drops the toaster in the bathtub that's full. With him in the bath.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's like a Tim and Eric bit.
It really is.
And then the whole sketch leads up to someone who he mixes up the actual product with a real toaster oven. He just drops it in and dies.
I don't think Tim and Eric would do that. That doesn't sound right.
There's also the hover cover, in which it's like a cover. So when you want to like basically you put food down, there's like you put a magnet on the top of your microwave, and there's like a magnet on top of this cover. So when you want to heat up food, heats it up, and then I guess with magnet technology, the hover cover then once it's like at the desired hotness will then lift up. And then just stick to the top of your microwave. It's really
Ladies
bizarre.
and gentlemen, we are wasting our money on this useless bullshit.
It's really,
we could have cured
really
cancer.
bizarre.
You're making your food hover in the microwave.
Like, imagine how many, like, probably materials that are just awful for the environment exist in that fucking, like, in that product, and how thousands of copies they ship for it.
We've created this problem for ourselves.
100%.
Instead of doing something to help our fellow man, here we are making food levitate in the fucking microwave. we deserve everything we get. Oh my God.
You're right. What the fuck is this?
I don't know.
It's exactly what he just told you it was.
No,
what do you mean? What is it? It's a fucking magnet that makes your food hover in the microwave.
It's the hover cover.
Is this like taking advantage that after a certain heat, like microwave or magnets don't work?
I guess. I don't know. Have you seen Donald Trump's also magnet like rant in which he goes, "Give me a glass of water, let me drop it on the magnets. That's the end of the magnets."
What?
He just said that earlier today.
What an actual president of the United States he was. I could tell you about aircraft carriers where they use electric catapults. They couldn't go into this steam, which works better for about 1/100th the price, The electric catapult, you know that story? I could tell you all about the elevators on a tremendous carrier, the Gerald Ford. And they decided not to use the hydraulic, like John Deere tractor. They decided to use magnets. They said, we're going to use magnets to lift up the elevators with 7 plates, okay? That's okay.
What?
We need them fast. These massive elevators, they use magnets. They keep saying, I know. What else? They wanted to try it for the first time. This was a ship that was supposed to cost $2.5 billion. It cost $19 billion, and it didn't work. It still doesn't work right. That's okay. They had a $900 million cost of the stupid electric catapult. What is he on about? What the fuck is he talking about?
It sounds like he's talking about
just
like
keep
some
reading.
failed thing from an aircraft carrier.
Just keep reading.
They had almost $1 billion cost over magnet elevators. Think of it, magnets. Okay? Now, I know all about magnets is this. Give me a glass of water. Let me drop it on the magnets. That's the end of the magnets. This is where we stop for applause and people applaud whatever the fuck he just said. Because he like mystifies people when he says stuff like that. You ever notice that? To anyone else, people would be like, what the fuck are you on about? But Trump says something like that sounds like a matter-of-fact thing, and everyone's just like, absolutely, brother. Amen.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
Why didn't they use John Deere? Why didn't they bring in the John Deere people? Do you like John Deere? I like John Deere.
Just shouting out John Deere at the very end for no reason.
This is a real I'm nice at ping pong moment. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's great.
This is insane.
So this is the last part. So this rant went on for several minutes, and then he concluded it with this line, which I'm sending to Harper right now.
By the way, this is more interesting than listening to that teleprompter stuff, right? Don't you think? Because it's business. It's like business.
I love. Okay, so an article by Newsweek ends with this thing saying, contrary to Trump's comments, magnets do not cease to function when submerged in water.
I like that. What is Trump doing with the magnets? Like, he has 2 fridge magnets, and he's just like, Ivanka, look
at this.
Look what I can do. Boom. What good are the fucking magnets now, Ivanka?
What does it mean? Anything?
They stopped working. This is a terrible
magnets,
product.
Ivanka.
Frankly, Ivanka, I don't see why you keep buying these stupid magnets. They don't work. I've just set my glass on these magnets. What happens to polarity? Okay. I sit down on 2 magnets with opposite polarity. And then what happens? They stop working.
They reject each other.
Yeah.
That's what happens, Mr. President.
I said, it's very rude to interrupt, Mr. Delilah. I was trying to figure out how he would say Delilah. Delilah. 'Cause he does a weird thing with
Yeah, I
it.
would have to be like, Delilah.
Yeah, it's like all tongue. You can definitely Delilah. No, I before you go on, can you please do Trump singing "Hey There, Delilah"?
Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away. But tonight you look so pretty. Yes, you do.
That was a good ad. Okay, what were you going to talk about?
I've actually prepared a segment.
Oh, wow.
This week I have a segment.
That's incredible.
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 I present to you the first wheel of Make Me Laugh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Today you will be performing several various tasks in an attempt to make me chortle, guffaw, laugh, or otherwise express humorous sentiments.
So those listening at home, Harper's brought out a spinning wheel with various things
A prize wheel of sorts.
Yes, a prize wheel of potentially a series we may or may not be able to reference with different things written on them in order to attempt to make you laugh. That's the goal of the game.
First person to make me laugh 3 times will win this game.
3 times? That's a lot.
3 times. It's steep.
That's
right?
pretty steep. That's pretty steep.
Malcolm, we're going to have you go first.
All right, spin that wheel.
Since you're the veteran here.
The veteran comedian.
Right. Let's spin that wheel. Oh, I'm so nervous, aren't you?
I'm bewildered.
Sasha, could you add in some wheel spinning sounds here? You must tell me a knock-knock joke.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I know a really good knock-knock joke, but I need you to start it.
Okay, knock-knock.
Who's there?
I fucking hate you.
It's your fucking knock-knock joke, you
Who's there?
No
make
points.
Harper laugh, not you laugh.
Well, I'm sometimes when the panic on people's faces when you do that to them, and then then you get that nervous laughter. So I was hoping for that.
Okay, all right.
Unfortunately for you, I've had that done to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I'm no longer allowed at the family reunion.
Yeah, I was taking a risk there, but I thought it would pay off.
Calculated risk.
It was a little risk. All right, Robert.
Okay, let's see it.
Well, don't do that. We'll get copyright struck.
Whoa, what is that? What is it?
Oh.
Favorite bird, I must agree with you.
What is your favorite bird?
My favorite bird?
I must agree with you.
You must agree with me. God, favorite bird. I don't think about birds that often. I will say. I think my favorite bird's probably a flamingo because they're pink little fuckers. And they're apparently like, oh, I got one. Apparently they're fucking demons, like behavioral wise. They're a little bit like penguins, that they're just mean motherfuckers.
You know, I do agree with you, Robert, that this is a joke that God has played on the world. And for that, you get a point.
Hey, do you know why flamingos are pink?
No.
Because of a very specific chemical they get from their diet, which comprises of shrimp. So the reason shrimp are pink.
I'm taking your point back.
No,
now.
don't you fucking dare.
You tried to teach me something, and now I am taking your point back.
You know what? Okay, fuck you. You know when you cook shrimp and it turns
Malcolm.
pink? That's the same color as flamingos, bitches.
Shut up.
I still get
Malcolm, you must do an impression to make me laugh.
No. You got this.
I can't do impressions.
What are you, me?
Yeah. In this scenario, oh fuck.
Remember what we were doing the other day, Malcolm? I believe in you.
Yeah, but that's.
He laughed.
I got him.
You get a point.
Yeah.
Too esoteric.
My impression was Bill Hader breaking an SNL sketch.
That
was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
That was really good.
That was pretty good.
See, you can say you can't do impressions. That was good. Yeah. All right. Malcolm leads with 1 point.
What? No, we are tied, you piece of shit. We are tied.
No, I am genuinely taking your point back.
No.
Okay. Yeah. And Robert, you must. Ooh, scenario.
As in like a scenario.
All right, Robert, I'm going to give you a scenario is how this works.
Oh, you're going to give me a scenario.
Yes.
Okay, come on.
Things you do to stop an erection if need be.
Well, most people say that they think about baseball, it's just like pitches and catches, but that just makes me even harder. So, because, you're all talking about pitching and catching. But the scenario that's not going to, make me hard, is going to lose my erection. I think about Harper's dad just fucking plowing some weight training. Just fucking raw dog.
Yeah, that's a good one. I do that one too.
2 points. Or 1 point.
The setup to that was pretty good. The baseball setup was good.
Thank you.
You could have used that on stage. All right, Malcolm, it's your turn. It's all tied up now. Oh, what could it be? The suspense is killing all of us.
Yeah. Especially Sachi has to do all these.
Another scenario. Wow. Would you look at that?
Right.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
Would you rather own a high-dollar sex doll and be known for it, or convert to a Mennonite lifestyle?
Be known for it.
Oh, man. Wait, what kind of sex doll is it again?
A high dollar, like a very realistic, creepy
You spent
sex
30
doll.
grand on a sex doll that owned by a Russian billionaire.
You gave it a name and everyone knows that you call it that, and that you...
It's like a Lars and the Real Girl situation.
Yeah, it's Italia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Name's
listen,
Italia.
Okay, well, here's the thing, all right? That's my wife you're talking about, and I don't appreciate you talking
Deserved.
down to her.
Another point for Malcolm.
Deserves point, I will say. That was good.
It's 2-1.
Oh, no,
Robert.
no.
Yeah, insult the other player.
All right.
Malcolm, you look like you would have once liked Doctor Who, and you're trying desperately to forget that you ever were into that.
It's another point for Robert.
It's like one of those things like, no, I promise I fuck women, I swear.
Oh, my God, yeah. What's so funny is that my brother is actually that guy.
I believe it. I believe it. No offense there.
With his Steam library? You're kidding me.
I know, exactly.
All right. Malcolm, you got a chance to take it all home now.
No, I won. God damn it.
You did not win. You tried to teach me something. You should lose for that. Haiku.
Get fucked.
All right.
You have 30 seconds to construct a funny haiku.
All right, give me a second.
575, remember.
20 seconds left on the clock.
No, we can't use that either.
Can you do it backwards?
So it'd be wait, no, it's the same thing backwards and forwards. It just depends on what beat you start on.
Is it a palindrome beat? That's crazy.
Right.
Is that true?
I think so.
I have
I might
one.
be completely wrong. Tell me if I am.
You got it?
5 syllables here, 7 more syllables there. Are you happy now?
No.
yeah, man.
No.
You win the game.
That you piece of shit.
You gave me 30 seconds. I got it. Yeah, I'm not saying it was original. He didn't say anything about how to be original.
Harper.
Did you not compose that haiku, Malcolm? Is that true?
I composed part of it.
Robert, for the tiebreaker.
For the tiebreaker, okay, that's fair.
I hope to God it's a knock-knock joke.
Wheel sound.
Oh,
Is it another scenario?
the last of the scenarios.
Those ones we didn't even get on here.
Yeah, we didn't get to do the line read. We didn't do.
Why does one just say Woody?
Well, that one's very funny, but unfortunately, I don't think we'll get to know what that is. Maybe next time we'll get to
We'll
Woody.
bring it down. Yeah, next time just we'll cut a couple of the options down to the ones we didn't do. And
What's the scenario?
You are given 3,000 USD cash and are told to buy something funny. You must spend $3,000. What do you buy?
Oof, $3,000. Exactly $3,000 or around that
Exactly
range?
$3,000. I'll give you leeway, give or take or whatever, but
Okay, so
3,000
I
bucks.
buy the cheapest quad I can find, all right, which is probably like a decent, maybe not the cheapest new quad I can find. So probably around $24.99 in terms of like price tag. And then I spend the rest of the money with hot dogs, just all fucking hot dogs, just completely up the wazoo with hot dogs. Get an old milk crate. And then I drive down most of like, let's try to say like Santa Barbara. And you know that you get those beaches where you get fines for littering and feeding the seagulls? Well, I just bean hot dogs in people so they get swarmed by seagulls.
Damn, goddamn, that's a good one.
That is good. Robert, congratulations. You have won the wheel of Make Harper Laugh.
I was so nervous about that one. I didn't have the seagulls in it until I said seagulls.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's what makes you a professional.
Oh, that was
I can
good.
see that.
I appreciate that.
Maybe if Malcolm could compose a haiku, he would have taken that one home.
Well, no,
Malcolm,
I had
Malcolm handshake over Riverside handshake. Let's call it a tie.
That's a tie. Yeah.
Oh, what good sports, even though it wasn't a tie.
I will say that it wasn't the haiku that brought me down because you gave me a point for that. It was the knock knock joke, which is, I think, was an impossible task for anyone.
That's true. That's true.
What? There's so many good knock knock jokes. There's plenty of good ones. Like knock knock.
Who's there?
Dwayne.
Dwayne who?
Dwayne the bathtub. I'm drowning in here.
I fucking hate you so much.
Check this one out.
Oh yeah, you get another one?
All right.
Knock, knock.
Knock.
Who's there?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
I fucked this one up.
Fuck yourself.
Oh, God damn it.
Well, that was fun, boys.
Yeah.
No, that was.
That
I
was
enjoyed that.
That was good. I have a segment as well.
You have a segment? Oh, let's hear it.
A rare double Sega back-to-backer.
Yeah.
Back to
Well, I do
back.
want to talk about something else for a little bit, and then we can vamp, and I can.
No, I mean,
Well,
honestly,
yeah, I
I think we can roll right into it.
And so I figure, recently, it's 2024. The Disney Corporation has recently lost the copyright to Steamboat Willie.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right.
As listeners of the longtime listeners of the podcast know, I'm currently writing my
Could it be?
Are you going to insert Steamboat Willie into the Calypso recall?
I've been writing my epic, the Calypso recall. But the problem is I've been under a lot of stress, as I try to get this work of art, this what I think is going to be a defining piece of genre literature.
It's a work so great that they'll have to put it in the new Sid Meier's game. That's how great it is.
Sid Meier.
It quotes Malcolm in the Sid Meier's. What's the technology that he unlocks in order so you get the quote with the orchestral music? Yeah.
Yeah, the deep voice guy is like you spend Malcolm McLeod and it's just like fuck my ass, said Dr. Gay from the Philharmonic.
Yes.
Here's the problem. I don't have another chapter of that book. But I was
good. Wonderful.
But I think I've been trying to, I was just trying to write my way out of this hole I'm in, just because it's greatness doesn't exit the body in a day or two. So I wrote this. This is just a chapter. This might be something new. I might find a way to add it to the Calypso recall. It's just I just hope you can listen to this and understand.
I am already regretting.
Robert, snap applause, please. Snap applause, Robert, for a creator. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sasha, please put some fitting background music once you've heard this great work disseminated on our podcast.
Yeah, like that background, oh yeah, coffee shop, smooth jazz with ambiance. Rain
I was
in
thinking the same thing, but I don't know if that'll fit. This could be a fan fiction about Steam Willie fucking Pete, so let's find out.
I hope it is.
Oh God, I hope so. My dick is out. My hand is lotioned.
Yeah, this is untitled. This is just the first chapter of. I call this the untitled.
Real experimental.
Let me just disassociate for a bit. Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. Toontown, USA. Where is it? Somewhere. Where exactly? I told you already. The story is set in Toontown, USA. Is it trademarked?
Which is somewhere.
Is it trademarked? You can't trademark a town. I tell the kid trying to tell this. I'm trying to tell this story to. Anyways, this is the story about the little motherfucker who stole my boat. His name is Mickey, a mousy-looking motherfucker with a big hat and a stupid smile and an even more annoying whistle. Mickey was a seaman. He would transport large.
Why'd you smile like that after you said he was really proud of us. Mickey was a seaman.
Weren't we all at one point?
Shh. Peace and serenity, please. He would transport large loads up and down the river for profit. For profit is the king of life, a great scholar once said. Anyways, one day I see Mickey, or as the locals would call him, Steamboat Willie, at the local watering hole. A pub and grub, if you will. Mickey was hitting on the
Locals
old
down. Love
broad
you.
behind the bar. You know the one with the tattoo of Pat Benatar making out with the snake on her shoulder. The veteran Bari wasn't having any of this little mouse man's antics and was about to kick him out when I intervened. I told Mickey, or as I should say, Willie, to cut it out. Maybe he could play some pool. He ignored me. He insisted on showing the bartender his Steamboat Willie in the bathroom. So she slapped him hard and good. So hard.
Dude.
So good. Anyways, Mickey got back to his sentence and decided he wanted to play a game of billiards with this old tub of lard they call me. We were hitting balls with sticks, laughing, drinking, having a good time. Honestly, I don't really remember much, but I'm pretty sure Steamboat Willie said the N-word once, and the whole bar was killed.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but then he said, "It's okay, I'm a mouse, I can say it." And I said,
M is close to N in the dictionary, right?
Yeah, you could have just done that impression in the wheel game, you son of a bitch.
and I said,
Been good.
"I'm pretty sure you can't say it." And he said, "Are you a fucking narc or something?" And I said, "You're the narc." He went back and said, "No, man, you be narking." Anyways,
Who's be narking?
I think just listen to the story. Anyways, that little mouse fucker sucker punched me, and I woke up outside the Cherry Cola shop in downtown Toontown with a note stapled to my chest that just said, "Sorry, fella, but I've got loads to ship and no boat to ship them, so I stole your boat." Anyways, I never got my boat back. I heard Mickey, or Steamboat Willie, was shot in the back of the head by some gun smugglers in Thailand after he didn't pay for using the services of those special Bangkok girls I've heard so much about. Good riddance. That little mouse was a menace. Anyways, the bartender Mickey was hitting on earlier in the story is actually your grandmother. The end of chapter 1.
Great. Another great entry into the canon,
Calypso
if I say so
multiverse,
myself.
yeah.
Yeah, this is
I should cut all that out.
no.
That's crazy. He poured his heart and soul into that.
That's the first chapter of the Calypso Noir. It's one of the several stories set within the Calypso Recall universe, because as you know, the Calypso Recall
Universe, yeah.
is set in the far reaches of outer space. It's like Mass Effect meets
true.
Cyberpunk meets the works of, dare I say it, H.P. Lovecraft.
He's just struggling to find an author to compare. Malcolm knows nothing about sci-fi, so he's just like in the
Malcolm
works
McLeod
of...
is a modern H.G. Wells, and I'll thank you to respect his literary prowess.
There you go.
I
Good
once
author
got a letter from Isaac Asimov when I was a baby who said that I would be the next great. And I don't know how he found me, but I think,
And once everyone stopped laughing, someone even agreed.
Great Snell. Yeah. Well, he interrupted my kindergarten class to deliver the message.
Isaac Asimov's just breaking into a kindergarten. Can we read a user submission now?
I had to turn down an offer from George R.R. Martin to write on Game of Thrones because I told him I have to work on my own work. I have to be an original writer. I can't work on...
I mean, George R. R.
He was
Martin
devastated.
has written sci-fi before.
Yeah,
Like what?
I would say that I know that because, well, we've been conversing on like...
Every single time you do one of these stories, Malcolm, I lose a little bit of my soul. So I don't think it's your soul you're using to write
Making them funny, yes.
I just extract from the universe by the way it gives to me.
It's tiring, I know. It's exhausting to be a genius.
It's exhausting to be friends with one, apparently.
Yeah, so
I got a user submission that we can read.
That's great.
So let's
hear
wrap this up, this hellish thing. Okay, so this comes from a user who would like to be known as Mikey, spelled Mikey. And he says, we learned from a prior episode that Robert's toxic trait is that he's a grammar Nazi. But how else do you think he sucks? I have my own suggestions, but I'm sure you guys do too. And his music, or their music suggestion is, it just says music is for illiterates. And he spells illiterates wrong. This guy.
I think Mikey's writing in before. Isn't that right?
Yes.
I think he's also said something like he only listens to audiobooks.
Oh, it might be the same one.
Does it say Mikey? Oh, man.
I don't know. I
It
think
could be
the other
the
one
same
might have
Mikey.
just been Mike.
Hi, Mikey. Thanks for your
Hi,
question.
Mikey.
Would love to hear your reasons you think Robert sucks. Please write us in again and let us know what you think. I think Robert pretends to know how to play pool. I can't confirm this because the several times I've tried to play against him, he always weasels out of it.
What?
I don't know how he does it, but we're at the pub and grub having a beer, slinging one back. He says, "We'll play some game. We'll play a game of pool."
Mhm.
I brought quarters this time, right? I said, "Well, we can play whenever you want." He's like, yeah, after this beer. Well, the game's over. The beer's a drink. He's like, "Well, I'm about ready to head back." And I say, no, we need to play a game of pool. That's why we were here. He's like, "Oh, there's someone at the table. I don't really feel like going at it right now. We'll just go back." And I didn't argue, but I don't think you can play.
No, you're right. I do remember this. I think I was just depressed seeing the Diamondbacks lose.
No. We don't lose. That's not what we do. The Diamondbacks are a winning baseball team.
Yeah, definitely.
Except for that one game in the World Series.
Yeah, but you won in 2001, and that's what matters.
Took it from the Yankees.
So yada yada 2001 yada yada burial ground. You could blame it on whatever you want. Malcolm, how do you think Robert sucks?
Oh, that's a good question. There's a. I mean, he recently insulted my work. I share deep parts of me on this podcast, and yet, he talks about writing. I haven't seen him read his pedestrian writing here. So where is it? I'm looking for it. That's one. The other read.
That's fair.
I guess Robert sucks is that he lives in a hot climate and he's constantly wearing sweaters.
It's like
it's pretty cold.
It's quite nice right now. It's like I think it's like 40 degrees,
like 55.
50, 40 in Fahrenheit for all you non-Americans.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an odd question because in reality, I feel like really I don't know. I don't have a good answer. Is the truth.
Well, thank you, Malcolm. I appreciate
what a nice guy.
You being real with me.
Robert, you spend a lot of time on your eyebrows.
Like here's the thing. Would I say that in this episode in particular that he was given a dog shit point for the birds thing being agreeing? Yeah, maybe. Absolutely.
Wasn't a dog shit point. It was a fair point awarded that was rescinded once he tried to educate me.
That's true.
Yeah, but it was close. It was too close. And I was,
I'm sorry. I just think it's an interesting thing that the same thing that turns shrimp pink when you cook them is the same reason why flamingos are pink. I think that's an interesting
instant
thing.
point answer for that, by the way. Instant point.
See, that's the thing. What you just said, Robert, is one of the reasons why you suck.
Because I like things, because I'm interested in things.
Because sometimes you espouse facts that sound like came from a fucking, like a book that you would keep by the toilet,
I used to
like 101 interesting facts.
I used to do that.
Yeah, you sound like you run a Twitter facts account. Let's go to twitter.com.
I won't deny that part of my morning routine for the last month has just literally just been going to the front page of Wikipedia and learning from there. It's like, what are their featured articles today? Who died today? Who was born today? What about the ongoing conflict in Myanmar?
I have a theory, Robert. What famous people died the year you were born?
That's the year I was born. I know Bill Hicks died.
Did you ever bother to learn this?
6 hours before I was born.
You ever bothered to learn who died right when you were conceived? Can you do the math on that?
I don't know. Let's Google. So I was born on February 26th. That's my birthday, everybody. Send me cards.
Send you a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, 100%. So February 26th, 1994, birth.
What's 8 months behind February?
Oh, you're thinking specifically conceived rather than died.
That would be June, right?
I think I was a 4th of July
around
baby
June
because I was born early.
Short-term pregnancy.
Okay, so
I was supposed to share a birthday with my mom, and then I got born like 2 weeks early.
So July 4th, 1990. Deaths.
Deaths.
Let's see. Pat Field, Australian politician suicide.
Oh no.
Welcome back, Patfield.
I love that. I know this is like a little off time. I love that meme of Phoebe Bridgers and Richard Nixon. It's so good.
Taylor Swift in the Berlin Wall.
Yeah, welcome back.
That's good shit. Well, now I'm curious. Malcolm, when were you born?
I was born July 21st.
So that would be what? September or something?
It would be October.
So let's see. And what day you said? The 20th?
21st.
21st?
Yeah.
And what was the year before you were born? 1990 as well?
1991.
91? Let's see. This is very interesting shit, I know.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yes. Oh, Hazen Argue, a Canadian politician, died at 70. Welcome back.
Yeah, the ones I found.
Welcome back.
Bobby Coombs, American baseball player. Jim Hamby, another baseball player. And then Laurent Antoni, which was a Kosovo Albanian composer, conductor, an ethnomusicologist.
I mean, an ethnomusicologist? What is an ethno? Is that like an ethnologist, but a musician, but he's racist? But he's a Nazi?
Not exactly.
2 baseball players on the same day. I don't know, Malcolm. You could be one of those guys. Have you never felt the inclination to play baseball?
I fight that urge every single day.
I mean, I think his inclination in general is just to play with balls, so...
Guys, you want to make me gay, but I'm not gay, all right? I don't know what else to tell you, all right? I have a wife, she's perfect, and she doesn't say anything. Ethnomusicology is the multidisciplinary study of music in its cultural context, investigating social, cognitive, biological, comparative, and other dimensions involved other than sound.
See, this seems like something I would have actually liked to know about when I was like more obnoxious than I am now.
The discipline emerged from comparative musicology, initially focusing on non-Western music, but later expanded to embrace the study of any and all different kinds of music of the world.
Wow.
Well, it's like that Jake Gyllenhaal song from Sack Lunch Bunch, where he's like, music can be from anywhere. And it's just like...
Thanks again for your question, Mikey. Looking forward to your response. Maybe you could tell me and Malcolm how we suck as well.
Or Robert, you know what? You can, to return the favor, you can say one thing of each of us of why we suck.
There you go.
And then you talk about how much Mikey sucks. I'm sorry, fucking music is for illiterates? Are you fucking a child? Are you 14? I bet you fucking are 14, you little bitch. You fucking
Send us your photo ID, Mikey.
At me because what? Because I fucking know proper grammar, you fucking Claude? I bet your parents don't love you. I don't.
Oh my God. Listen, oh man. Well, here's another episode in the can. Another song. Another song to sing. Do we have any
tale to tell?
Another tale to tell.
Did you guys hear that Stephen Hawking was on the Epstein flight log?
I did.